Okay, so here we are on the configuration section of our Jenkins host. We're going to add the credentials into the publish over SSH portion to allow the Jenkins host to communicate with our app server. So the name of the server is app-tut, and we have to get the host name, which is just simply uh, the public IP address, which can be gotten from what is happening here? Uh, from your Jenkins dashboard. So just close that down and put that over here. And we need username is ec2.user, and remote directory will be dot dot. And okay. And we need to use password authentication for allowing us to communicate with it. And okay, and now we go to our app server, and we need to configure our username EC2 user password. So in order to do that, we need to change to root, and then we just simply use the command password ec2-user, enter, and pick any password you would like to put into here. Okay, and now we need to go back to our Jenkins GUI and enter in our password here. Okay, and now we have to go back, and by default Linux doesn't allow this SSH authentication, so we need to update our sshd underscore config file. And in order to do that, we just go vi, let's see, sshd underscore config, and we just look for, yes, here we go, the password authentication section, and we need to change that from no to yes. Escape, right quit, enter, and then we need to do system ctl reload sshd system, and then just check it came up again with status, and it looks like it's running again. So now we can go back to Jenkins, we can test the configuration, and we got a success message. So our Jenkins host is now able to communicate with our application host. So let's save that. Let's apply and save. Okay. And now we already built our deployment job in a prior video, but we want to recreate that pretty much the same job, similar job, but instead of deploying the var file to our Jenkins server, we're going to deploy it to our application server, because as stated, having the Jenkins and application host on the same host is bad practice. So we go to new item, and we're going to create a new job. Let's just call it deploy to app server, and we'll just copy the uh, all the stuff we just done, so we don't need to reconfigure anything from the deployment job that we already have created, and we just hit OK. And we're just waiting that to provision. It should just take a moment or two. Okay, so we have everything already filled in from our GitHub repository and Maven and everything. So, but we want to add a post build action, and what we do is we want to send our artifact over SSH. So we have the app name in there, and now we have to define our source files. So in order to do that, the easiest way to do that is just to go to our dashboard and find the deployment job that we already created, and in deployment, not configuration. We need to go to our workspace. It's taking a long time to load, longer than I'd like. No. Workspace. And I believe it was in web app and then target. Yes, and web app.var. So let's copy the directory and web app.var, and let's remove the spaces in here. And also we can let it know to remove the prefix so that it doesn't create this path on our application host. And yes, I think we are able to apply and save that. Now, if we go back to our application server and we just exit root, we are now in the home of EC2 user, and we do an ls. Let's clear that ls. There is nothing in our EC2 user home. So, but we're going to now deploy the .var file from this Jenkins host to our application host. So we're going to just build now this deploy the application server, which we've just configured, and with a bit of luck, our artifact should be deployed onto our application server. So it's running now. And it looks like it's been a success. Let's double check. So if I do an ls now, web app.var. Okay, so our deployment is now working. Going to stop here now and then come back on the next video.